What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Star Wars Squadrons. So this is the game, obviously, actually, originally Project Maverick, right, that Sony had leaked by accident. It came up on the PlayStation Store, was taken down, and now this has gone up through the Microsoft. So they're each taking turns. Now Microsoft gets a turn, promoting this game. Obviously, will be announced by EA. In fact, Jeff Grubb even has said probably next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in that area, we would get, like, the first thing about this game, and that EA Play Live next Thursday, we would get full on, let's talk about this game. So really quickly, before I get into this, I want to promote our Discord channel. We're getting really close to 500 people over there. It would mean a lot to me if you guys checked it out, if you guys have never used it before. Really nice community, a lot of people very willing to talk. We have it's in the link in the description below if you guys want to sign up there. Again, that would mean a lot. Thank you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for supporting all these videos. I know this video didn't get a notification, so anybody watching this, I truly do appreciate it. So, okay, we're going to go over my worries, my excitement, because I am really excited. This is, I think maybe because it's a Star Wars game, Star Wars games always get me excited. Really, new games in general always have that excited feeling that can add to your life. And then Star Wars, obviously, I think also has that, even though a lot of the times they turn out absolute garbage, especially the latest movies. But this game, it really does have me both ways because, okay, so what do we know? Well, from Jeff Grubb, again, who's done an amazing job over the last couple months. I had never heard of this guy before a few months ago, and obviously he's been working in the game industry for a while, but he's just come out there and he's been a leader in just knowing basically everything. So this is the game that he was teasing with that like Mel Gibson picture. He was talking about this, Maverick. So again, it's probably going to be called Star Wars Squadron. It's a game. It's basically mainly multiplayer. Okay, you're going to be playing. Basically, it's going to be space battles, and that's going to be the majority of the game. There is, from what he says, there is going to be a single-player game, but they don't expect it to be long at all. It's going to be very short. It's just included just to kind of give you a little extra to do, but it's mainly a multiplayer game trying to put you into the feel of space battles in Star Wars. Now, on top of that, you also have that this was the team Motive that was responsible for a couple different things. They were helping out with a couple different things in terms of Battlefront 2 and so on. So, and also we know that EA kind of told them, like, hey, stop help. You've helped out. You've done a lot of work. We're gonna need you to put together a really quick game for us to release this fall. That's the other word on the street. Is this game releases this fall because EA wants the Star Wars game out right now. And arguably, we're probably gonna see them have games every single year. Remember, the license expires in just a few years. This year would be Project Maverick. Next year would probably be Jedi Fallen Order. Year after, maybe Battlefront 3, and then the license may expire unless EA and Disney kind of renew it. Is this EA's way of kind of throwing everything they got at it so that they get the license for even longer? I think they are. I hope that that's not their plan. I hope that they don't have like the foresight to think of that. But I honestly feel like that's what's going on here. Now, again, the concerns of this are mainly two things. One, it's pretty much kind of known that this game was put together quickly. That this game is, again, like whenever you have a situation where you say, we need a game to release this year, and again, I'm not saying like they told them literally in 2020, like, guys, we need a game in 9 months, so get to it. No, but, whenever you basically say, okay, we want to put a game right here, that immediately, especially I think when you consider EA, that immediately signals a red flag to me, right? The fact that they wanted a game out, the fact that I don't think they gave Motive a lot of time to make this game, that is the first big concern, that what kind of quality are we looking for? I guess if we're all going in, but here's the deal, if we're all going in with expectations like if we're lowering them, if we really know where we're going into it, I think people may go into it hoping for a single player, hoping for this, hoping for that. I think if we all go into it thinking, okay, single player, it's not going to be much, okay? It's going to be there. It may not even be good, but it's just there because they wanted to give that to us because they probably would feel bad if they didn't deliver that. But then the main part of this game is the multiplayer. I think you could probably do it, a multiplayer-only space battle game, with keeping in mind there were space battles in Battlefront 2, and I honestly really like them. That's what has me excited. I think a lot of people have a lot of things to say about the space stuff in Battlefront Battlefront 2. I like I mean, okay, the original Battlefront 2, and you had whatever it was called, like Supremacy or Galactic Assault or whatever they called it, where you could, you had the space battles, you had the ground battles, you had space battles that turned into basically ground battles because you could land on the other ships. That stuff, that was incredible. Okay, it still is incredible now. Obviously, they tried to do it, they got close to it, but they never went all the way with the Star Wars Battlefront 2, the last game that we got. But they got relatively close. And again, in terms of excitement, in terms of what I'll give them credit for, I did like the space battles. I felt that when you were going in like the best moments of it, you really felt like you were piloting a craft in space in a Star Wars movie. You could, you see the things happening in the background, you see other ships, them adding AI to kind of make it feel like it's more filled, like there's always blasts going on, stuff like that. I enjoyed it. I really, really did enjoy it. Was it the greatest thing in the world? No. I actually remember, when we first played the Star Wars Battlefront, okay, when EA got the license and they made the first Battlefront, what we got from the flying, I remember was so aggravating because I thought there was something there, like it was solid, but they just gave us literally, just like the whole game actually, they gave us nothing to really do with it. But then again, Battlefront 2, I think, really expanded on it in a good way. I think they definitely took a step in the positive direction. So the negative is the fact that it's mainly only multiplayer, and that could very, very much come back to bite them. And the fact that if the game was rushed in any way, which honestly it seems like it was more than it wasn't. Okay, they can say all they want, but I think just the word around from what we've heard about this game and from what we can kind of read, like we're not dumb. Us as consumers, we're not dumb. We can kind of look around and see what's going on. I think it looks more so than not that this game was rushed. That this game was said, we need a game. What kind of game could you even make in a very short 1.5, 2 year time? What could you do? Well, we could do a multiplayer only, space kind of thing. Okay, just do that. You know what I mean? I feel like we can kind of all see that coming. So is that going to bite them? Hopefully not. Again, the exciting part is it's a Star Wars game. It's a Star Wars game. I think they're just like the movies. Again, even if they end up sucking, there's still something special about getting that, about the lead up to it, about the fact that one of those is happening. And ultimately, again, what Battlefront, I think, did really good, even the first game, what Battlefront 2 did really good, I think, is put you in those situations. Like, you did feel like you were on a battle. Again, the sound, the lighting, the designs, all that kind of stuff, I thought really, really worked, both on land and in space. I really did think both of those worked really, really well in Battlefront 2 and even in Battlefront 1, honestly. I mean, we didn't get next to anything in Battlefront 1, but I think what was there, it worked really, really well. So when it comes to this game, I am excited. I think I'd absolutely buy it. Again, also, you have to think, it would probably be cross-platform, right? It's probably PS5, Xbox Series X, as well as current gen. So that's very exciting. I can't imagine it only being out on current gen, right? So that's exciting. The first Star Wars game on next gen. Yes, again, it's a multiplayer, a kind of space game, but also, you have to think about it too, and I've talked about this before with next gen, there's not going to be, yes, there's going to be a lot of games, but in the grand scheme of things, there's not. And then multiplayer-wise, there's going to be even less. Like, we'll have Call of Duty, we'll have the sports games, there'll be some here and there, but there's not going to be all that much. To have a Star Wars multiplayer game that you can play with your friends on next gen, and if, obviously if it connects to, if you're playing on PS5 and you can play it with a PS4 owner, stuff like that, and same thing with Xbox, that would be very, very cool. I'd very much be looking forward to that. So I think there is a lot to be excited for. And again, this is a couple days before we've even seen it. I will make videos when we do see it. I think that's probably important to do. So there will be kind of reaction videos when we actually get to see the game. I'm sure we'll see it at EA Play. I'm sure they'll probably do some sort of gameplay presentation. But I am excited. I think there's a lot to look forward to. Yes, there's a lot of things to keep in the back of your head that, hey, I'm a little concerned about this. But at the same time, right now, we don't have the most to go off of. We'll be able to judge it, I think, a little bit more critically over the next, really, 1 week today. We'll be able to, I think, judge it a lot more critically than we can right now, right? So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? You guys excited for a game like this? Is this not really a game that you were, looking forward to seeing? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed, have that bell icon turned on. And like I said, Discord will be in the description below as well. More videos coming today, coming over the weekend with all of these announcements happening. Really, really fun, to bring you guys this news, to talk about this stuff with you. And I hope to see you all on the next video.